So, this is the Battlejumper. I created it as a tutorial ship to teach you how to do the battle jump. Unfortunately, it turns out that the battle jump crashes multiplayer servers.
The one I was bored the least with was Deadly Prey.
Now I want to warp and turn towards the ship, and just as we enter 800 meters, nowish. Now we can go ahead and point ourselves at the Battlejumper and open fire. Yay! I'm going to go ahead and show it to you here in a single-player server, and you can see what I was trying to accomplish. So, this is a tutorial ship, so it's not the absolute best, because you would never need this kind of indicator once you know what you're doing. The indicator here is this orange blob, as you can see. As we start to accelerate forward, the orange comes through the steel plate, and that tells you what your vector is. Now, if you can see the orange ball coming through the steel plate, you can't warp. It's that simple. Just never lets you. But if you tip so that you can't see the orange coming through the steel plate and then warp, works fine. Pretty interesting, right? I don't know how long that's going to be there. I imagine that it's some kind of weird thing that they will fix at a moment's notice. But the end result is that we can use this in battle. Now how? Well, we can go ahead and start to do some serious strafing runs. Now I have, in this case, a gravity drive which pushes straight upwards, so I can strafe upwards. And so that means that if I arrange for that target Battlejumper to be above me, directly above me, like that, I can turn on the gravity drive, the gravity engine, and turn off the rest of my inertial dampeners, and we can get up some serious speed. Now, that Battlejumper is more than 5,000 meters away, so I could have actually warped in closer before doing this, but I figured I would tell you a little bit more about what's going on. Because our vector is entirely upwards, we can jump at any time. We're not going forward, so we're allowed to jump in the direction we're facing, no problem at all. And because of that, what we'll do is we'll get real close, we'll jump just before we enter into our range, and then we have 10 seconds to pound it before vanishing. That allows us to set up our vector and get in our first attack while the enemy is unable to respond very well. At least that's the theory. In practice, it causes the server to crash. The best method would be to have a second pilot pointed in another direction. That way whoever was not facing forward could actually do the jumping. But if you've only got one pilot, you have to do it like this. So we're getting a little bit closer now. 800 is the limit for the weapons we're using in vanilla, so we're going to jump nowish. That seems like a good idea. We'll turn off our gravity drive, and we will turn to start to fire. Oh, it looks like our battle jump didn't take. We must have had a little bit of forward velocity there that I didn't see. Hello? Battleship? Battle jump? What's wrong? Whoa. So, at some point, we had a catastrophic failure, and the warp drive just exploded. Well, isn't that interesting? We get our attack in like so, and then we suddenly vanish off of their radar at the end of the countdown. You're not going to vanish? Why didn't you jump? Ah. Maybe this is what's causing the crash in multiplayer. Maybe there is something wrong with the jump drives. So I did this a lot last week. Maybe this week's update broke it. I guess I wouldn't be surprised. So I'm not sure what's causing it to explode. Maybe there is a new feature where it explodes if you ever drift out of alignment with a jump or something like that. Well, this was a complete waste of a week. Next week we will do cars, and I hope you'll join us. Natural gravity cars. We don't need no stinking mass blocks.